Welcome back everybody to another video. This is Disney Vlogger. Today we're talking about the long lines at Disneyland right after they opened Marvel Land. Let's get to it. So Disneyland is making an effort to fix the problem that we're seeing right now, which is massive crowds that are attending the Avengers Campus Marvel Land. Now let me ask you something. Would you really want to wait 6 hours to see the new Avengers Campus? I don't know, leave a comment below. If you're into that, let me know. Because guess what, 6 hours, I'm not a fan of that. I am not a fan of waiting 6 hours to enter the campus of Marvel Land. No, that's not me. But let me tell you something right now. If you're in it, if you're watching this video before June 15, Disneyland, DCA, opened up Avengers Campus Marvel Land. And right now, because of the pandemic rules and everything that's going on, socially distancing and the mobile queues and all that jazz is causing a crazy amount of lines for basically everything. For restaurants, for the lines. I mean, there's been reports that the lines are about a mile long to enter the campus, not even to order food. So if you want to get that shawarma, you're probably gonna have to wait a few hours.
You ever tried shawarma?
Or if you're trying to get into that new web slinger ride, you have to wait a massive amount of hours. And if you're thinking that you could just get through it with the virtual queue, it's literally a lottery, guys. It is. But have hope. If there's one thing Disneyland does really well, or Disney in general, is that they address these problems real good and they address it fast. Right now, Disneyland is trying to fix up these problems, so let's talk about those right now. So one thing to note is that all these problems are arising because we are in a pandemic, right? So there's pandemic rules and all that stuff, and this is causing these issues. Now, after June 15, when California rises its mandates and all that stuff, things may change, which could be a good thing or not. We don't know what Disneyland's going to do. June 15 is the California declaration that we're going to remove the masks, all these mandates, but we don't know yet what Disneyland's going to do to solve these issues. So let's talk about a few things, right? So right at the beginning of the opening day, which was June 4th, where Marvel Land debuted, the lines were about 7 hours to get into the campus, but now things have kind of, leveled out, and you're expecting about a 1 to 4 hour wait to get into the campus, right? Crazy. So Disneyland California Adventure has been getting their daily guests into the Avengers Campus a lot faster now. They've noticed that the virtual queues gets confusing and sometimes you forget about it, all the reminders. So physical lines, like standing in line physically, are making a massive difference in getting into the park. The new Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure, has been operational solid so far. For what I've been reading online, things are basically running really good. The virtual queue is on point and even their wait lists have been addressed. So for the most part, the virtual queue for the Web Slingers ride is key. So keep going at it. If you're at the parks, make sure that you check your app and you're on that queue, because guess what? The wait lists are being addressed and those that have made reservations to attend the ride are being taken care of. So they have been operating that to the T. But since the land has opened, the Web Slingers virtual queue boarding pass disappears each day within seconds of becoming available on the Disneyland app. It's literally like a lottery for you to get it. So my recommendation, stay on top of it early in the morning or before the night. I mean, hey, it may be worth it for you to get on the queue list, but those are just things that we are experiencing right now since the land has opened. So mobile food ordering has been a nightmare at Disneyland. What we are noticing is that it's ranging hours for visitors to wait in line and pick up their food. I mean, not only do you have to wait hours for the ride or to get to on campus, but now you gotta wait hours to eat. I mean, that's kind of insane, right? So Disneyland reminds visitors that they must be in the Avengers Campus to place their order. But guess what? There's nothing stopping people to just be in DCA and to just place a mobile order. And what happens is that they forget about it, or it just gets confusing, or it doesn't go through. A lot of problems happen with the mobile orders. So here's what they did to change things up. The mobile order time slots for PIM test kitchens are now available every 2 hours throughout the day to give those in the land a chance to sample the shrunken and expanded menu items. And the Ant-Man and Wasp themed restaurant has also begun taking walk-up orders, which changes up the traffic, right? The Shawarma Palace carts have also been removed from the mobile ordering system, which is great, and are now walk-up only. Also, 3 other ordering carts have been added to the campus to allow more traffic to flow and for people to try out their amazing foods, which is great. I mean, hey, Disney, thank you so much for noticing the problem and adding 3 more carts for people to try shawarma. I mean, who doesn't want to try the shawarma, right? It looks amazing.
I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
And lastly, additional eating tables have been added to the outdoor dining in the Adventure Campus, which allows more guests to sit down and eat, right? So it's just great, Disney. So those are just little tidbits that we've been noticing and reading and researching, and you know what? Disney is doing a phenomenal job. There are places where they didn't really care. It's like, it is what it is, but hey, Disney really cares about the experience of people and your investment, because again, you're investing quite a bit of money to enter the parks. I mean, AP holders, annual pass holder members are now just extinct, right? Unless you want to pay a crazy fee. I think they have this pass now, you pay yearly, but hey, I mean, it's expensive, right? But now you gotta pay full price for the ticket and you gotta wait hours to get into the park. So Disneyland is noticing these things and taking action to make sure that your experience is met to the top tier. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, stay tuned for the next video, and I'll catch you soon.